I don't remember ever being in a fight, but I'm sure in elementary school I tried it once or two. I don't think I came out um, the way I wanted to, but and I don't even know if I fought, and I don't know why I would. I was shy, backward. Um, so this is about how to be nice. Well, if you start off nice, you'll probably keep some of that niceness through your life. Um, I don't remember becoming hostile or mean or really hating people. Now, having said that, I didn't seek this type of lifestyle out. I tell you the truth, it's hard for me to remember that many years ago. I think I told you folks last night on YouTube that I had two girlfriends in elementary school. I think one, yeah, two, one in the second grade and maybe one in the third or fourth. And then I stayed by myself, usually while the teacher did her thing. And I remember her giving us a list of books she thought would improve us if we read them. It was required. And they were fiction. And I said, I don't want to be disagreeable, but I want to read about people's lives. I want to read about all these people in the Alamo, the fought in the Alamo, Wild Bill Hickok. Not that I was into violence or anything. I wasn't. I wanted to read true stuff. And she got mad at me. The teacher got mad at me. She said, "Why don't you want to read the novels that's on this list that I prepared?" I said, "Because if I want to make up something, I can use my own imagination." I said, "Why would I want to read something somebody else wrote just to put in a book and make money when I could read a real life story?" You know what? I got to read true stories because it made sense. I still don't read novels. I don't read novels. Occasionally, I have in my life, I may have read 5 to 10 novels, but probably more like five. As far as books, Lord have mercy. I gave away hundreds, maybe 1,000 books. Books on self-improvement. The first books I bought was how to, you're not going to believe it, how to form a magnetic personality, how to overcome shyness. And to this day, I'm not sure if that was in the sixth grade or in high school, but I read these books published by Parker Publishing. They sent me information and a postcard, and I'd send the postcard. They'd send the book, and I'd send the book, and I'd send the money later. I always paid for the books. the first lesson I learned is if you're shy, when you get on elevators, you'll notice everybody looking up or down or far away from you, far away from everybody, because they're also shy and don't know what to say. So the book said, and I may still have it. I think I ran across it somewhere, called like How to Build a Magnetic Personality. Well, that really worked, didn't it? How to build a magnetic personality. What do I do first? Go to the hospital, go to department stores, and get on the elevator. Or elevator. Or anywhere, escalator, anything where there's a crowd of people together, staring around, not looking at each other, and speak to them. So, well, hi, isn't it a nice day? I never had one not speak back. And I thought, I'm on my way of improving myself and of getting over my shyness. Well, I got to tell you a joke that's true. I was still shy in college, and I try to find ways to meet people. Like I'd go and wash my clothes at the laundromat, and I'd seek out who was sitting around, and if there was somebody there I wanted to date, I'd ask if I could sit beside them, and we'd start talking. And many times we'd date. But this particular time, and I got to know her later after she became a nurse and worked in hospital that I worked at. This was University of Louisville. See, with my grades, I often had to change colleges and universities. They didn't quite like all my. Well, let's put it this way: I had F's, and I had one F, and all the way up to A. The F wasn't transferred to another college. The D did. The D's did. So anyhow, I'm at U of L in a snack room, and there's this lovely lady, trying to get her Coke out. She put 50 cents in. She tried to get her Coke out. And I said, well, look, honey, you got to do this different. I want you to step back as far as you can and just kick the thing. And if it doesn't come out, I'll go ahead and buy it for you. Wish I bought it for her because she didn't kick it. So that's how I met people. This one's going to be hard for you to believe, and now it would be hard for me to believe. I said, we got to do something about meeting people. So every day, every evening, I look at around the campus. This was when I was at University of Louisville. I look around the campus and find places where people were just sitting by themselves reading or doing work, and I asked if it'd be okay if I joined them and sat down. And then after we talked for a minute or two, I said, the real reason why I wanted to sit here is because I wanted to make a new friend every day, and he seemed to be such a nice person. That worked except for one time. one time a girl got up and walked away. Well, you know, you wouldn't dare do it in this day and time, and you know why you wouldn't try to meet people that way in this day and time now. Um, Too much criminal behavior, and people hurt, people missing, people kidnapped. It's a different time, isn't it? So I'm just trying to help you gather some ways to meet people. I think a grocery store. I was just at Kroger's. I think if you went to a Kroger's and saw someone you wanted to meet, and you ask them what type of these hot dogs are the best, or if they're looking at bread, so say, what's the most nutritious bread that you see here? That works too. And then I had it happen to me. What can I say? I'm in a bookstore, and it was a Barnes and Noble, and two girls come up to me two different times, and each one asked me, what type of authors do I like? I'm not sure what they were, but we talked enough to sit down at their coffee bar and have a snack and coffee. So there's safe places, okay? There's safe places, as far as I would be concerned, that you could meet people and fill out the vibes. In this day and time, this is funny. I went into the drugstore the other day, pharmacy department. This is a very kind lady. I think she was the pharmacist, and she came up to me, and I asked for my prescription. She said, "Sure." And I was honest about this. I wasn't coming on. I said, "You really have lovely hair." She stopped in her tracks. Now, she didn't have to tell me I had nice looking hair either. I wasn't expecting it, but she did. And then she wanted to talk and let other people do what she was doing before. That's how you can meet people. So we're going to end this here because I've got to call two people. Got two friends that I stay in contact with. They're friends I've had for a long time. And I'm going to tell you that I may be back on later tonight, and I probably won't be talking about what I just did. That is overcoming shyness, trying to be kind, trying to find someone to date. But if there's one person out there that like what I said, it may help you. Hope it does. God bless you now. Bye-bye.